couple of words should be said about how the play area is constructed. I'm using for playing a playmat, which I designed with the help of some friends of mine. And this playmat is made specific for my needs. Maybe some other people will have different needs, but I think that it kind of covers the main needs for a player in a Babylon 5 CCG game. You have distinct areas for tracking your influence, either the rating of your influence or the available influence within the round. If you have some temporary influence which you should have during the round, you can place a dice which represents the number of or amount of influence added to your available influence during that round. So example, if you have 4 and 5 temporary, you have 9 influence per round to spend. Then you have a power rating, which if you have, for example, a card as an agenda or a different one which gives you additional power, you can track that one with another die. You have an unrest, as unrest is between 1 and 5. I'm using a d6 to track that one, and I'm using this area here to track tensions between other players. I mark my players with different tokens of different colors, thus I can remember which one is which, and tensions are also between a 1 and 5, so I'm using another d6 die to track those. If there is a war state between our two races, I'm using a little token to mark that there is a war between us. The area here is divided between an inner circle and the supporting row. I'll talk about what they mean in a second. But I do also have a specific area for a deck here. I do have a specific area for an agenda here. I do have a specific area for an ambassador in this place. I have a place for a discard pile, so let's say these are discarded cards, here, which is here. And if you're playing with crusade piles, you can use a crusade pile and a crusade card in this area here. Otherwise, you can use it as a prolonged supporting row and place your cards also in this area here and play them there. Means there is a difference between this inner circle, which is like your main heroes or your main characters which are supporting your ambassador in his deeds. Those characters do not enter play directly into inner circle. All characters and cards which stay in the game enter through supporting row. So either they are characters or fleets. Let's say those characters can have an enhancement with them, or a location, for example. So all of these are placed into supporting row. When you sponsor somebody, it's placed here, and if you promote somebody, those characters, it's only characters which can be promoted, and those are then shifted from the supporting row towards the inner circle. The difference between the inner circle and the supporting row is that characters which are in the supporting row, if they are attacked and dealt damage to in the amount of their life, which is the highest ability they have, they are neutralized afterwards, and those neutralized characters at the end of the turn leave play and are discarded. If a character is neutralized in the inner circle, it does not leave play at the end of the round, but can be healed through rotating and healing the character. We will talk about the different actions as healing the character or sponsoring and promoting in a later video, but those are the differences. The characters who are main difference between the inner circle and the supporting row. Inner circle characters do not leave play but can be healed. Supporting row any card in the supporting row which is being dealt damage to and is neutralized. For example, the fleet also leaves play at the end of the round. So this is the main ideas behind those two. I do also have a special place here for conflicts. So if you're playing a conflict, you can place it here and you can track your amount pro-conflict and contra-conflict, so supporting the conflict and the amount against the conflict, which is opposing the conflict here in those two areas. So for example, 6 for the conflict and 2 against the conflict would make the conflict succeed. If there are any faction cards or general cards which are placed for your faction, you can place them here. This could be, for example, any card which is representing, for example here, a Babylon 5 enhancement, which is not part of your faction, or just a general faction card. Or aftermaths which are directed to your faction, on similar ones.